Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Avance Latino. My name is Josh Rincon. I'm the program director here at the nonprofit, and we got a couple of guests with us. We got Dorima Hamilton. There she is. And we also got our boy Carlos Rincon. What's up, guys? How you
Hello,
guys
hello,
doing?
hello.
What's up?
Good.
Hello.
That's awesome that you guys joined us today. I don't know what that is, Junior. What is that?
Mocha, decaf, so I can sleep.
Ah man, I
Nice.
can't. I can't. I am super tired. I want to sleep, but we got to do this because we want to talk about money. We're gonna talk about some great stuff here today, and we're gonna be talking about money, like just like I shared with you guys. Oh, so woo! Excited that you guys are all here today. I want to go ahead and
So
start.
is that the name of the program now? Let's talk about money.
Yeah. Because I mean, I
Uh,
know I said it Avance News, but all we talk about is money, right? That's what we talk about, and we save that money. So. More of a general aspect. Obviously, that's not just
yeah.
physical money, but other topics as well. But yeah, it's a good segment because we got special guests all the time every week. This week is Dorima, so let's see what type of banter that she adds to the conversation today. And I know it's always good when Dorima joins us because it's all three siblings here. We're
She
just
hasn't
missing.
been around in a while.
I
It's
know,
been like at least a month or two.
I know, a
Well,
very
I've
long
only
time.
been on here once. So,
Damn, only once? I thought it was twice.
from what I remember, it's just once.
Okay, well, this is your second time. Welcome back. You already know the deal. You know, we talk about different articles and
Subscribe, like,
subscribe. Yes,
comment,
share,
and
share.
share. How
Exactly.
do you
Yes.
forget, Joshua? You do this all the time in your videos. How do you
I
forget
know.
I
those
I know.
magical
know.
words?
I know. I forgot. I'm off today. I'm sorry,
I feel like
but
you need coffee.
yeah, I'm telling you, super exhausted. We gave away 20 bikes today with the span of an hour
20?
or 2 hours. Yeah, we gave away 20 bikes
What the
That
heck? To
that
who?
to like 20, no, like 15 different people. Yeah, so we gave away
is
20
this
bikes.
is this from the school, the raffle that you did on Instagram?
Yeah, from the Instagram, the random giveaway that we gave to just people in the community. Everyone was super happy. There was one person, some guy, he fit four bikes in a small car. He literally took them all apart and made it work. He had more faith than me because I was like, maybe you should take one or two. He took four. I don't know how he did it, but
Was it
yeah.
like how many ever you can take as the giveaway?
No. Everyone that won got a chance to come pick up a bike, but sometimes they come two or three people, and we have so many bikes that we wanted to give back as much as possible. We still have
Nice.
like another 20 still left, so yeah,
You know
definitely.
how like 2 weeks ago, Diana, my girlfriend, she picked up a bike for her uncle that uses it for work. We saw him. We were going to grab lunch, and he was riding it across Pioneer. It was a nice bike. It's a nice trek, and he looks so happy riding it.
That's good. That's good.
Sweet.
That's what we want to see, people using these bikes. So yeah, so I'm a little tired from that because I was helping the guy take them all apart. Oh, that was tough,
If you're
but
watching it and you use bikes, take a picture and tag us.
oh yes. Please. And now, without further ado, today, the first thing we want to talk about, which is really good actually, 60% of teens want to launch their own business instead of working regular jobs.
Dang.
60%. That's 6 out of 10. That's a 6 teens, 10 teens, 6 of them want to start a business.
That's funny that they say teenagers because I wonder if they even know what they're gonna get themselves into. The overall of running a business full time.
Yeah. And I was reading the article and it says that out of those teens, 45% only want to, they would like to learn the ropes from a current business owner, and 37% would be interested in programs at or after school teaching entrepreneurship, which is cool because there's
Wait, they just want to teach?
no. They don't want to teach. No, that has nothing to do with teaching. It's with learning. So they want the school to add that so they can teach them
Oh,
entrepreneurship. Yeah, so that they have after school programs to teach them that, which is interesting because we might bring that to a school nearby.
How to run a small
yeah.
business?
Yeah. It's just I mean, I don't know. What do you guys? Do you think it's pretty accurate? You think most teenagers you guys know want to start a business or they want to work?
I think the pandemic made a lot of people want to start like side hustles. I can think of a couple of people that started that, during the pandemic, even before the pandemic. and they all through Instagram, social media. So I could see that. My only question is, do they really know what it takes to run a full time business?
Hmm. Yeah, no, for sure. I think that's why they should bring the education, so that they can know and understand. Because that's the thing is like people think, you can just simply start the business, which is fine, but there's so many other things that go into that it's better to get education as you're starting on versus learning those lessons later on, and it may be costing you a lot of money.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. Yeah, because
What?
what were you gonna say?
No, you go for it. I was just gonna say, if you have something to say, or if not, I'll continue.
I mean, you're already speaking, so I'll just go.
Okay.
So 60% of teens that want to launch a business, so they want to. Obviously, not all of them will because, like you said, it's not that easy. It's just starting a business and maintaining it for the long run is not that easy. But yeah, I was also going to read here that it says nearly two in the of these five teenagers that they surveyed, the biggest reason why they want to start a business is because of influencers on social
Mm,
media. That's the biggest reason. TikTokers, YouTubers, streamers, OnlyFans, all of that. That's why
I
they want to
wonder.
do it.
I wonder what kind of business they want to do. That's my question. Is like, do they
right.
even have in mind, or they just want to say, "I want to run my business,"
I guess
Yeah.
but they don't know what.
they just don't want to do the I guess a regular job. They just want to run a business, whatever that means for them.
Well, it's because social media makes it seem so easy. Like, look at me. I just buy a book and I resell it for $100 and I paid 50 cents for it. But it's like such a rare thing where you find those things. I mean, I did that, to help pay my student loans, but you're in at the store for hours trying to find those items to resell.
Mm-hmm.
So, but inside, social media makes it look easy. But I think it's great because I think it teaches you skills that school doesn't really teach you, perseverance, determination, how to, profit and loss, money, like how to
Mm-hmm.
price your items and what is selling, what isn't. So
I
you
think
learn
this is also
through it.
showing. I think this is also showing that college maybe is not as fun or something that people are starting to look at as like this is what I want to do right after high school. It's almost showing that people are starting to be like, I don't think college is gonna be something that's really gonna beneficial me. It's better that, in my opinion, and we've talked about this, Josh, is we know a lot of people that are immigrants and their parents are either good chefs or maybe they're good at fixing cars or landscaping, and you need someone that understands our culture. They know social media. Maybe they know a little bit about, they took a business class or something, and it's like, hey, mom and dad, you guys are really good at this. How can we run a business together as a family? And that's something to think about. Because how many people that we know that are moms that stay at home that cook really good food, that they can start either a food truck or a restaurant or even just selling from their own house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't even have to get the full college degree. Just take up a couple classes, marketing, accounting, whatever, and then apply it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
no, for sure. And I think like trades and skills is very important because I mean, Jason just put in the comments like 33% of college degrees and 40% of graduate degrees have a negative return on investment, which I agree in that, I'm seeing a lot of students that are getting paid or getting pushed to go into study like Chicano studies or, Pan African studies and different things like that that's becoming oversaturated. And so,
I've never even heard of that before.
I never heard of
That
that.
never
well, you
heard of that
hear about these
before.
studies just because like there's so many of them and talking to a lot of young people, that's what, a lot of the times they start in engineering when they go to college and then they don't do so well. So then their counselors, recommend, oh, how about you do this, And we've had a couple students in our programs start in engineering and sciences, and then now they're doing some sort of like women's studies or, like Chicano studies, which there's so many of those. It's like, what do you do with that degree after,
Yeah,
And one
no.
one
trades?
like for me, I work with a lot of influencers because I do a lot of video editing for like makeup and cosmetics, and they
Yeah.
don't start those businesses. That's the funny thing is like a lot of, like you said in the surveys, because they see influencers or social media people, they don't come up with these business ideas. Like all of these, even like the Nelk Boys, I was reading, they didn't start that beer or that drink. A company approached them and said, "Hey, do you want to sell this? You just tell
Put your
us,
name on it.
put your name on it. Do you like the labeling? Do you like the overall like brand identity?" And that's it. They
Yeah.
just post about it, but they didn't do no research development, nothing. And that's
Yeah.
also the lie that social media tells you, like, oh, it's so easy, just do this. But there's like an actual company that all they do is reach out to influencers and be like, hey, if we can slap your name on this, are you willing to do this business with us? Even Kylie Jenner, Rihanna,
Right.
all those, a company reached out to them and said, hey, you have this reach. Instead of us wasting millions of dollars in marketing, your marketing department. All you got to do is just post it.
Yeah. No, for sure. Uh, yeah, that's why like I say, education is very important when it comes to like entrepreneurship because like social media makes it look so simple and easy. Like I mean, Nelk Boys, they have such a long history of like day after day posting videos, so they grew that network and now they've turned into this massive thing, and it's kind of cool to see where they started and now where they're at. But yeah.
And this is perfectly transitioning to the next article, which is the 7 professions that didn't exist 20 years ago but are shaping the world as we know it. And of course, one of them is influencers, but we'll talk about the first one, which says cryptocurrency experts. But let me read this though. That
That
title
name
just
makes
sounded.
no sense.
I know there is no cryptocurrency expert, but
Yeah.
basically with the boom of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all that, the article is saying that there's a lot of people that are getting hired with jobs that relate to cryptocurrency, but there's no specific, cryptocurrency expert. But that's just what the article said, a cryptocurrency expert. But obviously, that's they're not getting hired for being cryptocurrency experts, but more so to different things that these companies are hiring these people for. I mean, Junior, maybe you can talk more about this.
Why me?
Cause you're always researching about crypto. That's why. What
I
type of
res-
jobs are they hiring for those type of people?
well, like these are also when people think about crypto. There's also businesses like Coinbase, Gemini, and other companies that are related to crypto. Maybe they don't are like 100% connected to that coin or that whatever cryptocurrency, but they help with that. So there's people that still work in an office that do marketing, communications, HR, all of that. So yeah, there is. I just don't think that name helps when it says crypto expert. But I think there is a new sector
It's
related with
hard.
crypto,
Hmm.
yeah, that is out there that people can like. We were talking about this a couple of episodes how Silicon Valley is having a hard time. Google, Facebook, Microsoft keeping their employees because they're switching over to a lot of these companies that are more based on cryptocurrency.
And I was gonna say that a lot of these jobs don't require a college degree.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, a lot of them. I
Wow.
think probably like
Okay.
most of them don't require a college
Okay.
degree.
I
Yeah,
Well,
did not
because they
know
don't
that.
really talk about that in college right now. I mean, college is so
it's so
behind, I
new.
feel like,
Yeah,
with some of
But
this.
but you still need people that are engineers,
yeah,
web
you still need college
developers,
Yeah.
degrees.
software.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on some
Well,
of those jobs. Yeah.
understanding business. Is my image frozen? Because on my end, I'm frozen.
No, you're not
No.
frozen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On my
Hello,
end.
Elizabeth. I see we saw a comment. Elizabeth, Jason, Amparo Rincon. By the way,
We
thank you
we
guys.
have we have a person that is 21st century influencer, Amparo Rincon. She has a TikTok. She gets thousands and thousands of views. That's a new industry right there.
I know. I was just
Yeah.
recently seeing her TikTok.
Which perfectly leads into the next one, which is an influencer, which is that's the next. Oh, sorry. There you go.
See.
So
Cristiano.
basically, like I said in the beginning, so what are some jobs that didn't exist before but are literally changing the world? Well, cryptocurrency is one, where it's changing the world as we know it. The second one is our influencers and how powerful their reach, how powerful they are, and I don't know. It's just Ronaldo just hit over 400 million followers on
But you
Instagram.
also got to remember this is not what they do for a living. Like they're soccer players. He's a movie star. She's a singer. So it's like yeah, they're influencers, but because they did something before that, you
Hmm.
can't just be an influencer. Just like hey, look at me. You have to first do something worth to be an influencer.
Well, not really. Nowadays, there's influencers. I mean, mom is considered an influencer. She didn't really do anything, just post.
No, no, yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
she's not like making money
Influencers
from it. You know what I'm
positive.
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And also, where did she get all her lessons from years of being a pastor? So
Oh,
you
well,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
you have to have that experience, or else after 2 videos, you're gonna be what are you gonna say?
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, and it's very interesting. Like a lot of companies are hiring influencers, like you said, instead of doing their own marketing team, they just hire the influencer and just have them promote it. The reason I say this because I've done this before for a company. So it just makes sense because if they rather pay Ronaldo, hey, drink this energy drink, and millions of people are gonna see that, buy it, boom, that's it. I don't know. I know me and Junior have been talking. What about you, Dreamer? You've been quiet. What do you think about this?
She's talking.
I have been talking. Well, yeah, like Junior said, I think like influencers, you have to have something that you're like what sort of space. Like Kylie Jenner, it's like mostly in the beauty and fashion. Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't know what other than soccer and lifestyle, but
That's it.
that's pretty much it, right? And so, I mean, these names that you have up there are pretty big names, you know. But yeah, the average person. I mean, I see so many people now that have a million followers that don't even have the blue check mark, just because like there's so much more that it takes now to get followers to actually be like okay of importance and like they're actually doing the work, not just buying followers or follow me and 10 friends and you'll be entered into a raffle like you know
Mm-hmm.
which a lot of people do. But I think like there's a lot of positive that comes out of it, but also a lot of negative that can come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I feel like we should also be realistic and be like, you should go out there and get also like normal jobs. Don't just think posting videos on TikTok you're gonna make it, because there's also a luck
Yeah,
that has to come with it. There's also a luck aspect to it. Like for some
you have to have
reason,
a niche.
like how do we know that these people that create these memes that become viral, it's just random, and it's hard to know if your video is really gonna make it. Continue doing that, but also do a career that's also gonna bring, como se dice? How was I gonna say? Just like a
So
normal job too.
basically, I think that what you're trying to say is like, don't just put all your energy into like just this because if it's not producing income, have some sort of stability that pays the bills,
Yeah.
and then eventually, if it pays and overcomes that job, quit that job and do it full time. That's you turn a side hustle into a full time business, basically.
But one thing
Or
I've
to,
noticed about influencers that are the most successful is that they're passionate about what their space is. Because I've seen so many people that try to influence and it's
Mm.
so unnatural because they're just jumping on the bandwagon of like, well, this person did this, so I'm going to do the exact same thing, but you can't hear or feel the passion. And so they even themselves get burnt out and end up giving up. So what I tell kids or students when they tell me, I want to be an influencer or a YouTuber, I'm like, well, what are you passionate about? Like what
Mm-hmm.
subject matter? And maybe talk about that and influence there versus
and
copying someone.
and I was gonna say, just think of all the influencers or YouTube channels that you used to watch 5 years ago. Are any of them relevant anymore? No.
No.
So every 5 years, a new shuffle of YouTubers, Instagrammers, or TikTokers now are gonna start, and whatever made them popular now is gonna make them irrelevant in 5 years. So it's kind of like sports, like soccer, like Cristiano. Sadly, in 5 years, we're probably not gonna see him play anymore. So is his influence still gonna continue? Because look at all the ex soccer players; they're
I mean,
gone.
maybe look at David Beckham.
I'm pretty sure Ronaldo's a legend. He'll even after he dies, his influence
I
will
think he's
continue.
bigger than David Beckham. And David
Oh
Beckham's
yeah.
pretty big. I mean,
But
he's not as
but
relevant
but
as he used to be, but
but as his time, Beckham was the king. Who's bigger now, Cristiano? Eventually, there's gonna be another Cristiano, and he's gonna be he's still gonna be relevant. Like Beckham's still relevant, but when was the last time you really hear much about Beckham? So
yeah.
after a while, you're still influenced, but it's not the same.
But all you young people watching, I would say just stick to your passion and what you're passionate about. Don't just follow the money, but something that you can provide value in solving a problem for something going out there, whether it's finance, real estate, whatever that may be. But be passionate about it. Don't just go after it because, oh, it has a big dollar sign or Kylie Jenner's doing it or my whomever's
Mm-hmm.
doing it.
Yeah.
I would also say, sorry, Josh, if you wanted to say something. I feel like I'm, but I was post about your business. Take advantage of this free tool of social media and post about your
Yeah.
business. Make reels, make photos, and just post it, because
Oh,
all you
yeah.
need is a cell phone. If you have a cell phone,
I
post about your
know.
business, and you never know who's going to reach out to you.
That's so true. And that's something that Jason tells me all the time about the nonprofit. Like, let people know what's going on in the nonprofit. No one's doing that. Like, no one's letting people know, like, oh, like, I'm working on this or I'm working on that. And this is the process of that. And I'm just, for me, social media is not like, oh, I want to be an influencer. So I don't really, it's not natural for me to, like, so. Josh can take care of that because I'm not really good at that, but
I love
it's
it.
so true. People are, you never know. People might be interested. I mean, there's people that have foot fetishes, right? So, like,
What?
what if you,
That's what does that have to do with the nonprofit?
well, all I'm saying is like there's an
Post
interest for
photos of your
everything.
feet at work or what?
No, all I'm saying is that there's a market for everything. So
Yeah.
there's going to be people that are going to be interested in this. So, anyway, what do you have here? Chipotle.
So, um, also last one. So there's the cryptocurrency. So these are jobs that are shaping the world as we know it. So crypto obviously is shaping the world as we know it. Influencers are influencing the world as we know it. And lastly, this happy man represents what would be represented as a community manager. So basically ties in with the influencer is the people that are controlling the brand of a company, their social media, the role in the community manager basically, kind of like the a brand ambassador almost, something like that. So that's a new job that's shaping because nowadays companies before then they didn't really care about social media, but now they have to. They have to care what they're posting. They got to keep up with these, TikTokers that are beating them. Like, oh shoot, how can we do this? But yeah, I don't want to take in too much time here because I wanted to talk about this. So if you don't want to be a community manager, if you don't want to be an influencer, if you don't want to be a cryptocurrency expert, go work at Chipotle for 3 years, and by the third year you'll be making 100K. Well, not guaranteed. But they say the average compensation for someone that works into a manager position after 3 years would make an average of 100,000 as of today.
Man,
That is crazy.
For
our
me, that
burritos are
just
going to be
yeah.
freaking $20.
That's that's what I was gonna say. That's just showing that
Uh,
everything's gonna go a little more expensive. And we were talking about this earlier, how these type of jobs or this type of industry, it's so easy for them to raise their wages. It's kind of funny to talk about this because what was it 2 days ago and on Tuesday they were saying we're gonna make minimum wage $15. It's like all these corporations are raising everything to 25. So it
I
just shows
know.
you the people in government are still debating what I used to hear in high school. We're gonna raise 15 minimum wage, and the pandemic made everything go from 15 to 25. So
Right.
it's just
Target.
funny.
I saw Target saying something about 25, but it's interesting that you mentioned Tuesday because, like, the president was like, "Oh, businesses need to lower costs but raise the minimum wage," and it's like, well, you can't have both.
Mm-hmm.
You pick one, because just like we saw in Chipotle, my husband and I went to Chipotle not too long ago, and I was like, $40 for two burritos. Like, how
Whoa, what
is
the heck
this?
did you guys order?
What kind
We
of
just ordered
burritos
two
are those?
burritos with like, oh, you want
Nah,
guacamole?
And a drink and
Freaking three
guacamole and a
dollars
soda
more. It
probably.
was like
probably.
$36,
Oh,
but
okay, okay, okay.
still $4
Yeah,
instead
yeah,
of like
yeah.
40.
I see
Come
that.
on. It's still, I mean, that's not something that the average family can afford. And I remember I ordered like a side quesadilla and they're like, okay, that's gonna be $8. I'm like, literally $8? Like, what? It's just cheese and a tortilla. Like, how is that $8?
You got to pay that manager 100K one way or another.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but what's funny, it's only Americanized Mexican food that are like that. You still go to East LA or the places that Santa Diana takes me. Tacos are still $2. It's just
Yeah,
like
but
all these whitewash restaurants that are selling it for 20. You guys are getting scammed. It's
yeah,
like
no,
it's
for
like
sure.
it's like why are you going to these restaurants in the first place? It's like go to real
Yeah,
Mexican
but
restaurants.
not everybody knows about those places or likes those places. But at the
No,
same time, too, it's about convenience. Like, I'm not gonna drive
yeah,
to East LA and spend $15 on gas to buy $2 tacos. Like,
yeah.
you have to weigh
We
that. Yeah.
when we as a family, we went to a Mexican restaurant in downtown LA. Each taco was almost $10 a taco.
What?
It was a hipster.
Oh my gosh! See, you're over here. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, oh, these
Yeah,
are specialty tacos because chef so and so made them.
I
yeah.
don't care.
Bless
I
them.
don't care.
Like,
I want Juan to make it. I want Maria to make it with sweat on the tacos. That makes it better. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, but a
then
lot of the times these businesses, if you like, what is like the minimum wage that they're paying people? It's like, well, whatever our profits is, we'll just split it them.
yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's how it should be. Let the
And
business determine what.
they charge us the 4% for health
Healthcare.
insurance for the workers. They charge us
What?
4%. Yep, I
Oh
remember.
my gosh, there you go.
I'm like, don't you guys charge enough for the tacos to cover that?
Like, what the heck? Take the
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But what is it again?
Wow.
Americanize people taking advantage of Mexican food and making it more expensive
And
because they had.
Instagram
Be, be,
influencing you to go and check it
It's
out.
hipsters. It's
yeah,
hipsters. It's
it's
hipsters.
hipsters. It's like this
But then that's
taco should only cost no more than $3. Like, come on, it's just meat.
And that's
It's
not
like
expensive.
$3.
it's just meat and
That's like,
tortilla.
come
Like
on.
how
I mean,
expensive?
there's inflation, but come on.
I
Yeah.
was telling that to Diana's family, and they were laughing at me. They were saying like, "Why would you waste that much money?" Like we went to go eat
Yeah,
tacos
seriously.
the other day, and it was like what $2 each, and they were way better than that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the times those are not the best. They're too fancy that they lose the authenticity and why you're wanting a taco. Like,
Hey,
no.
but we didn't really talk a lot about Chipotle. We
Oh
just said.
yeah.
So what exactly did you wanted to
Oh
talk about
A
there?
oh.
manager, you have to be a manager, right?
Well,
For
yeah.
3
So
years.
basically, if anyone that's watching, any young people, anyone that you know what, I screw it. I don't want to go to college anymore. Go to Chipotle, work there in 3 years. Obviously, you gotta have drive. You want to be able to be the manager. You don't just sit there on your butt. You want to be the one that stands out, and you'll be hired as a manager. And Chipotle's not the only one. In and out
Target. Did you guys hear Target wants to raise the minimum wage to 24?
to
Well,
like
it's not the minimum wage. It's for
the
middle
team
level.
leaders and stuff.
Yeah, team leaders. So they're like the supervisors of like the cashiers and stuff like that, which I mean, it is a raise, but I know when I was at Target, it was like $20 an hour. So it's a $4 raise, which is in 5 years that they've done that. So
That's not a lot. Yeah.
yeah, so that's another thing to look into. I mean, when I was there, it was
Mm.
$20, but
You were talking
what I
about
was,
In and Out, right, Josh?
still
yeah.
good, I mean,
Hmm.
it's still better.
Yeah, I was gonna say In and Out, similar to Chipotle. I think they pay like the managers or the store manager, something like that, like 150K, something like that, at In and Out.
Yeah, I
It's
think starting
crazy.
is 120 and you go up
Yeah.
from there, plus benefits and yeah, I mean there's so many jobs and that's the one thing that's missing in the education system is talking about this and sharing about these ideas. They just want to shuffle them into college when a lot of the times college is not really needed. You
Hmm.
know, a lot of the things like even when I went and worked at a corporate job, I still had to go through their business school because they're like, well, at school they didn't teach you what we need you to teach you. So now you're going to go through 3 months of business college at at our company so you can learn how to run a business. It's like, well, I could have saved 5 years then and
Hmm.
just 3 months here.
And it all ties into what Jason commented about, I don't know if it's related to this post if you saw it earlier, but I don't know if you guys can see it. No, you probably
Yeah.
can't. It says 40% of master's degrees have a negative financial return because most people that probably get those degrees get them just because without a career path lined up for them or requirement for that.
You should give him a shout out. You're stealing all his notes.
Well,
Well,
yeah, but even too, I have a lot of friends that they're like, well, I'm going to get a master's degree just because they're avoiding having to get a real job and do something with their lives. So, like, well, I guess I'll just continue my education.
hmm not that a master's, like for example, Vanessa, my girlfriend, she's getting a master's to become SLP. So we're
But she's
not
being a
bashing.
specialist.
Yeah, there's a reason she needs it in order to get that field. If you're
Right.
gonna be a lawyer, if you're gonna be some sort of field that you need it, then go ahead and do it. But if I had a friend that was gonna get a marketing master's, like why a master's in marketing? Why? Go.
It's like these
Especially because
companies.
it's so outdated. What
Yeah.
I mean, are they
Yeah.
really teaching
The,
about social
Go on
media?
TikTok. You'll learn more about marketing than in college. Yeah.
yeah, like these companies that I work for, they hire girls that just have really nice Instagrams or really nice TikToks. They don't hire them because they have a marketing degree. They hire them because they're
Or
like,
because they're
we.
good at marketing. No, they take care of all their marketing and they just look cute.
No, they're good at marketing with their TikTok, and they didn't go to college. And they're like, "Wow, you're killing it on
TikTok.
you're killing it on TikTok or Instagram. You're part of our marketing degree, our marketing team." Is like,
Yeah.
did they have a college degree? Probably not, but they're just really good in their Instagram. So your Instagram or your TikTok is kind of like
The new resume?
modern day,
Resume.
yeah,
Yeah.
your modern day resume.
Yeah. No doubt. Depending
So
on the
so-
field.
So don't post like ugly stuff on there or like weird stuff because
Or
people
don't-
are
yeah,
people
don't
are
post
checking
that.
that.
Yeah. No, people will dig stuff up, especially nowadays. Stuff that you did 10 years ago. They're like, I see this. So, um,
Yep.
I still get a text from my videos that I used to do. Please don't look at them.
When we were younger, school project videos. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
those. And
those are always fun.
not this past weekend, a couple weeks ago, we passed out over 2,000 surgical masks, almost 1,000 N95 masks right there in the East LA
Dang.
community. And look at that cute baby. So it's awesome that we're able to do this as a nonprofit, be able to give back that way, in that sense, besides the bikes that we give back, the education, the financial literacy, everything that we give back, we always giving back because, there's so much we can give back to the community. And if any of you guys are watching, want some masks, you're obligated to get some free ones at local pharmacies.
Obligated?
They're required to give you, not obligated. The pharmacies are required to give
Oh, okay. I'm like, wow,
th-
they're forcing people now to go get
no, 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 no. If you want to, you can get free ones. So like, the CVS, the
but the
Walgreens.
pharmacy is obligated to give them.
Yes, not you don't have to. Especially because this Friday, I think indoors you're not required to wear masks no more. Actually, in LA County, this Friday's so basically you don't have to wear masks at all anymore.
Yeah, I mean, after the Super Bowl and I think the State of the Union lifting all that, I think that
Yeah,
helped push that, so that's good.
I've been
yeah.
holding my breath this whole time, so I'm good.
I think all
Uh,
of us, when we go to LA, we have to.
yeah, it's it's
It's a
it's
mess.
finally looking like it's the end. The end is
Mhm.
coming. It is coming, guys, and it's gonna be it's gonna be great times because we're able to do more events as a nonprofit in person because that's what we're looking more forward to. Even though we love the virtual, we're gonna keep it hybrid, like 50% virtual, 50% in person is what I'm thinking. But yeah, super
Because
super
our
exciting.
favorite thing when we did workshops or those conferences was talking to people face to face and just connecting with them. How many times did we make friends that way and figured out, okay, this is what we need to bring to the program? Because, yeah, doing this online is really nice, but face to face, you really understand the community and you get to hear them more personally,
Yeah,
how we can help them.
yeah,
I
and
love that. I miss that.
today when
It,
I gave out away the bikes, everyone like three or four of the people said, "Oh, my bikes got stolen. My bikes got stolen," and they were telling me about what happened. And oh, thank you so much. Thank you
Let
so
me see if
much.
we have them here.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's what I
what
was going to say. Hey, that's my bike.
I told them. They always come in so
That's
shocked, like,
crazy.
"Where do you guys get these bikes? Did you guys steal them?" Like, no, no, Metro gave them to us.
Thank you, Metro.
I'm like, people leave them on the buses. They're like, how? How do they leave a $500 bike on a bus? It's like, it
Well,
I
happens.
don't know.
I
Yeah.
guess it happens if you're in a hurry.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's so
But
interesting, interesting.
but this year we're gonna do a lot more stuff, and I feel like from this year to next year, we're gonna be a lot more bigger and a lot more connected with you guys.
Bigger weight wise.
No, I'm going to the gym. I'm working out. This year I have to keep consistent. That's one thing that I need to continue doing.
I know, you're always like changing your diets, man.
No, my diet's the same. It's just my mom makes too much
Well, right,
tortillas.
I think, aren't you doing the all meat thing right now? Or
Just
not
no
anymore?
carbs. Just no carbs. Like yeah, I'm eating mostly meat and veggies,
You
and
just had
but
tacos.
once every in a while. I also had shrimp or the peeling shrimp thing. I don't know what that's called.
The
The boiling
peeling
crab.
shrimp.
Like boiling crab. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's really bad for cholesterol. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
All good stuff right there.
yeah.
And I see there's people, a couple of people actually watching us right now. Let us know where you're watching us from. Curious. I know you're watching us, maybe you're hearing our banter, hearing what we're talking about, peeling shrimps and stuff. But
Josh
I'd
is
like to
becoming a robot.
know
Peeling
where you guys
shrimp.
a robot.
Yeah, it's because you're losing signal.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad,
It's
my
all
bad,
right.
everyone.
Dang, you didn't pay your bills or what?
Nah, it's because probably they closed the door where the
Inflation.
internet is. But I'm glad Dreamer joined us today. And we talked a couple of stuff, mostly focused, careers, college. Should you do it? Should you not? How do you make 100K at Chipotle? Well,
Make
work there
some
for 3
burritos.
years. Make some burritos, and in 3 years, you'll be charging $40 a burrito, making 100K a year. So that's how you do it.
I would also
And
say look to your family because you never know. They might be already have a business, and whatever you can do to help them grow that business, that's a family
Yeah.
business.
I
That's
mean,
something
your
you should look
girlfriend's
into.
sister is an example of that with Home and Berries. If anybody needs some chocolate covered strawberries,
the best.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
makes the
yeah,
best. They're pretty,
yeah,
and also chocolate covered madeleines. Those are so
yeah,
good.
yeah. Josh
Oh,
has been
yes,
a
yes,
loyal
yes.
customer. I think for like 2 weeks straight, you went for them.
Yeah, the strawberries, man. I had
Yeah.
those chocolate covered strawberries from another place, and my friend gave me some. You couldn't compare. Like hers was
Yeah.
just the quality. I think of the chocolate was just so much better.
She's a perfect example we were talking about earlier. She's
Side hustle.
side hustle that turned into a little business during COVID, and she, uh, como se dice, and her strawberries are super delicious, like Joshua said.
They are really good. And
Mm-hmm.
I asked like her sister, which Diana, I asked her, I'm like, how do you guys find the best strawberries? Because every
They
time I
take
have them,
time.
they take time looking for them because I've been to so many places and you can like the strawberries are not ripe or the chocolate is bitter and I'm like, ugh, I paid double the price or whatever and it's not that good. But
Mm-hmm.
telling you guys, if you guys need some chocolate covered strawberries, she hand delivers them to you too, huh?
Yeah, she has that
Mm.
option
So
where
Oh,
if you can't go to her, she'll deliver them for
yeah,
an extra cost.
of course,
inflation.
because gas is so expensive. I
Inflation.
mean,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
yeah,
where you
yeah,
guys are at,
yeah.
but everywhere I drive, it's at least $5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the
sadly.
car I have now, I have to pay premium. So yeah, I'm paying $5 a gallon.
Oh
It's
yeah. It's crazy. I was like adding up like how many miles it takes me round trip to go to work. I'm like, it costs me about $14 every time just to drive to work each, I'm like,
each
that's
way or the whole
no,
day.
the whole day.
Oh,
Like,
okay, okay, okay.
yeah. No, I don't. I mean,
You're talking about from your room to your living room?
yeah, yeah, no, right now it is, but oh my gosh, when we go to LA, because it's like 30 something miles each
Yeah,
way. So,
yeah.
I mean, my car is 33 miles to the gallon. So, two of those, that's $10. So, gets up there when you add it up like that. But hopefully, we start seeing that down. But who knows with all this stuff going on? Might need an
Yeah,
electric car.
yeah.
Hey,
You might have to get an
use
electric
a
car.
bike. Use a bike.
33 miles each way with my pregnant belly. Yeah, right.
Oh, if you guys didn't know, would it say that one more time? Your what belly?
Pregnant.
Darima Hamilton. Nah, I'll put
Pregnant.
you with the
Oh my gosh,
bigger
don't do
screen.
it.
Show us the belly. Nah, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
That's weird. I'm not gonna stand up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our team is growing here at the nonprofit. Darima is 12 months pregnant. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. I'm not
She's
embarrassed. 5 months, yes.
5 months pregnant. So the team is what is the baby's title gonna be? Executive assistant.
TikToker.
Assistant to the manager.
The- yeah, but thank you guys. Again for joining us today.
Who
Good
are you gonna have on
talks.
next week?
I don't know. I'm thinking either Joe Biden or Vladimir Putin, but I'll see.
Oh,
But
wow, some
I'm
big
just
names.
kidding.
Jeez.
Nah, we'll see. We'll see.
Maybe we can
I want
bring
to try
a
to.
fellow artist called
Hey,
Sam Levin.
oh yeah. Or we
I
should
was
look
gonna
into
bring
small
Anna, but they
business,
couldn't today.
or
Yeah, maybe
we
bring
should talk to
Holman
local.
Berries.
Yeah, local small business.
Holman Berries. Bring her on and tell her to share her story of where she started, her roots.
Deanna's watching. Let us know, Deanna.
Yeah, let us know
But
your
yeah.
sister's interest. She put a laughing emoji. I think it's because you said, "Oh, that took me to peel shrimp." Like, what the heck?
I don't know what that was
It's
called. I lost it. It's
surround
like
them.
Boiling
Asian cuisine or something. I don't know.
Asian
Hey,
cuisine.
let me see. I was also gonna let everyone know that's watching. We just posted an interview with Tunua. She's the executive director at Lisk, which is it's a big nonprofit, like I think one of the biggest in the nations. Watch it, check it out if you want to work in the nonprofit sector. She kind of gives kind of her story, how she got there, and what's the fun thing about her job, and a couple of stuff. We just posted it. Watch it. Another video's coming soon with another person working in the nonprofit healthcare this sector.
Oh,
She's
nice.
younger. Yeah, and then I'm gonna try to do more interviews like that. That way people can see the different jobs that there are
We
and
need to get some
career
from
paths.
Chipotle.
Yeah,
Maybe
100K,
interview that guy
100K a
that has
year.
$10 tacos. How is he charging that much? How is he getting people to pay that much?
Not
Made
after
us
we,
pay?
not after we roasted him. I don't think he'll come
How
on.
did you guys find out about that place anyway? Social
Uh,
media?
Social media.
Basically, yeah,
Oh,
social
there you
media.
go. Social
Yeah,
media. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
That
so
it's
fun.
those
that's why
tacos
if
were
you,
really good though. I'm not gonna lie, they were really good, really good.
that's why if you have a small business or something that you do, post about it. Post about it.
Yes,
Post about it.
yes.
The
And
process and
and
everything.
tag us and tag us.
You might be mentioned in our next
Yeah.
video.
Post
Yeah.
it, post it, post it. But yeah, thank you guys again. You know, Dreama's growing and from the sides
Oh
because
my
she has a
God.
baby coming. New team members coming soon. Junior's growing also from the sides. I'm growing from the sides. We're all growing from the
You
sides.
guys all have the pregnancy symptoms.
Yep. Since she's
Yeah.
pregnant, we're starting to get pregnant.
My
And
feet are growing.
Oh.
my belly's growing. But it's a good time. That means we're eating good. We're having good time. We're having happy time. Which reminds me, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. We're gonna have a little food together. But thank you guys for joining. You know, like we said, we talk about money here at Avance Latino, and we got the team. Together talking about different career paths, college, and all that. Watch it from the very beginning 3 or 4 times so you can learn a little bit more, and you can learn something new, and you can go and make 100K at Chipotle, which is very fascinating. But without further ado, okay, everybody, we'll see you in the next week. Take care.
Bye.